play sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round one. Rory Sabatini, the veteran, is our leader. He's at even par currently as the first few groups are making their way out. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form, coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. And that is going to miss the fairway as his opening tee shot is in the rough.
It's okay, not ideal, but manageable from there.
Okay, that's acceptable there. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay at level par. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
No damage done after missing the first fairway, but he should like this one a little bit better here at number 2. Definitely within range of getting home in 2. This, his second. But that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. Onto the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally. This is a pretty hole, the third. 397 yards, just a gentle dogleg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dogleg, leaving yourself a very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Oh, look out. That is way right.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Working from the rough, here's his second at 3. That is absolutely fine. Shouldn't be much in this for birdie. Nicely done. He's looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3.
Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the 4th.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. If there's a hint of a breeze, you could try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
And that one gonna wind up in the bunker. Some green to work with as he'll try and lift this one out. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
This is a 9-footer.
Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard 5th. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, second to the par 3. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he's going to stay 2 clear of the field.
Frank, here we are, another good scoring opportunity, the dramatic par 5/6.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right, but that, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out at 360 at the end of the fairway, believe me, that's in play.
This one starting a little bit left. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked. Second shot from the rough, par 5, 6th hole. You cannot help but think about what Tiger Woods did here in 2000 on his way to winning the U.S. Open. It was one of the greatest shots in the history of the sport. 7-iron from about 200 yards, thick rough. He just lashed at it, muscled it up the hill. And Roger Maltby, the announcer, said, it's just not a fair fight. He was right.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Look at this. Wow, what a sensational putt from way out. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And that's going to stretch the lead to 2 shots. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. That one safely on the putting surface. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And it's an inviting one, ever so slightly up the hill with just a hint of movement from left to right.
Ten-foot putt left. Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And the lead is going to drop down to a single shot.
From the famous par 3-7th to the equally famous par 4-8. Frank, what a hole.
It is, Rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve. But do not go further than that.
Oh, he's pulled it.
Bogey at the last and found the rough here. It's going to be a little bit of a shock on the momentum because it's going in the wrong direction.
Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Ball sitting in the heavy stuff to the left of the fairway. Got a couple options. Most likely going to have to play out left of the green. Going to be difficult to get the ball on the surface. Another option is to consider a layup.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Oh, long putt, but a side hiller for birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And the lead is now 2 here on day 1. We finished the front side with what is often considered the most difficult hole at Pebble Beach, 483-yard par 4 9th, ocean, all down the right, and bunkers and deep rough on the left. No room for error here. looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that will be a sizzling 31 on the front side, 4 under par.
Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. From the fairway, 98 yards remaining for his second.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and far from the best shot I've seen today.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th, and this will remain a 1-shot advantage. Now we come to the 11th hole, and now the golf course heads up and inland, away from the water. Only 370 yards, best to be on the left side of the fairway. That will then open up the approach into what is one of the smaller greens here at Pebble Beach. Well, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Well, he's overshot the green here.
Fire the caddy, Rich. Seriously. Any other club other than that one.
Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And this will stay a one-shot lead.
First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that, that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
Ooh. Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12, and he'll remain at 4 under. Here we are at Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Put himself in an excellent position. Keyboards, 88 yards. Really good opportunity here. Second shot.
This could be a good one.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And the lead in this opening round is all the way up to 3. Well, in the world of professional golf, there are very few legitimate 3-shot par 5s left. This 582-yard par 5 14th at Pebble Beach is one of those holes. It is all you want.
Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good. Now this par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Not quite on in 2. Here's the third from the greenside bunker. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Chance now for another birdie. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14.
Here at the 15th, a good drive. Frank would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of four bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
See what he can do with this one. His second at the 15th. Just want to avoid the flyer lie coming out of that rough. Oh, would you expect anything less with the way things are going? Everything is dropping right now, even balls from off the green. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3. And this might turn out to be a bit of a break. That ball could have gone anywhere, but it ricochets into the bunker. Now this, an awkward distance for a bunker shot. Oh, kind of bladed that one. Got it out, but it is now in the rough. The touch, excellent there from behind the green, and that one goes down for an unlikely birdie. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie 2 to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole. Yeah, he was begging for it to go. Didn't quite have enough to reach the back of the green, but it'll be a birdie putt regardless. Now this for another birdie. Just 5 feet left. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead.
Frank, you don't need to say a whole lot. AT&T Pebble Beach.
It's such a beautiful finishing hole, Rich. Two of my favorites really are this hole here, just looking at that tee shot, and the 18th at St. Andrews because of exactly where you are. But, you know, this hole, when you look at the water there, Stillwater Cove, it's so beautifully framed by the bunkers. And then when you start to look at the tee shot, you start to notice what the designer's done, just leaving the tree there in the middle of the fairway. So the decision is, do I play short, left, or right? And it's not the only tree on the hole too, because that upcoming second shot, you have another tree short right to contend with. But if there's ever a hole you want a birdie to finish, this is the one.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Now from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
A birdie chance if he can knock one in close. His third from the bunker.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that is as good an opening round as you're going to see. It'll be a 63 here in round 1. So an ideal day 1 for our featured golfer. Already 3 shots clear of the field after 18 holes.
3 is so much different, Rich. You can afford to make a little mini mistakes, so keep that in the back pocket. But just more importantly, the style and the standard of golf to see straight out of the gates.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.